This chapter is very cool, a lot of information in this chapter, especially when discussing the story of the past of the strongest characters such as Goldie Roger, Garp, and all the YONKOU, then the introduction of a terrorist in the ocean known as Captain Rocks, the person who is the mother of a famous pirate. Roger even recognized him as his greatest enemy. This is an extraordinary chapter, the best chapter in the Wano arc. A lot of information that needs to be discussed. Immediately, we begin the review. 1. SSG. What is SSG? SSG is a project that can replace the newly disbanded Shichibukai. SSG is being created by the Navy Science Team. Of course, this project is held by Vegapunk and is most likely overseen by Fujitora. Then what is SSG? If what makes it is the science team, maybe this is related to a technology even matching the power of Shichibukai. I'm sure this is a stronger version of Pacifista, maybe. 2. Rock Pirates. Rock Pirates are the ruling group in the ocean more than 40 years ago, formed on the pirate island, Beehive. They were famous people at that time who sought fame and strength. Then finally they take shelter under someone named Rocks. They are selfish and brutal pirate crews, often fight with each other on their ship, even to the point of killing one another. They are considered terrorists by the world government because they are the ones who destroy anything on every island they visit with their brutality. The definition of the word true pirate is most appropriate for this group of pirates. But their brutality had to end 38 years ago by Garp and Roger in the God Valley incident. Members of Rocks may also be very many, but the three strongest are Kaido, Big Mom, and Whitebird. There are also Kinjinchi, Silver Axe, Captain John and Ochoku. Then characters like Bakken, Shaki, and Struzan may also be members of Rocks. 3. God Valley. When I read God Valley, I was sure this place is a very interesting place. Sengoku said that this place was once hidden by the world government because of the Roger incident, and Garp against Rocks, to cover the trail Rocks who want to rule the world. Then what is in God Valley? The meaning of God Valley is the Valley of the God. Tenryubito is a group that is considered a god in One Piece. First, maybe that place is Tenryubito's private island. Second, the island is the island where the Tenryubito slaves are. Third, maybe the island holds a secret of the world government. Then where is the God Valley? Most likely, the island is in a new world. Maybe the island is at the edge of a new world. It's also possible that the island has a road poneglyph. That way, Luffy could have a reason to go to the island, even though the island actually no longer exists. 4. Battle in the Valley of the Gods. The most surprising thing is that Garp didn't beat Rocks alone. He joined Roger and his group, then fought against Rock Pirates. Just imagine the Garp duet with Roger who is with Rayleigh, against Rock, Whitebird, Kaido, and Big Mom. It was a truly extraordinary battle. Even so, Whitebird, Kaido, and Big Mom are not as strong as now, even though Roger and Garp were already strong at that time. But the question is, why would Garp and Roger form an alliance to fight Rock and protect Tenryubito? There may be other reasons behind it all. Maybe, the reason Roger and Garp allied at that time was to prevent Rock from mastering something in God Valley, and maybe it was a road poneglyph. Maybe at that time Rock had all the road poneglyphs to go to Laugh Tale and just stay in Valley God. Because it has a road poneglyph to Laugh Tale, after that incident the world government destroyed the island until it was left. I really want this battle to be told by Oda in detail later. I honestly wonder if they both have other reasons besides protecting Tenryubito. But I'm sure they also don't want to protect Tenryubito. But if there are other reasons, then I myself don't know the reason. 5. Bounty. Here it is, the bounties of the strongest. 22 years ago, finally Oda-sensei did not hesitate to take out all the bounties from these strongest people. I will discuss it, though not in detail. Marshal D. Teach. Here it was revealed that the Teach base was on the pirate island. After the Marineford incident, bounty Teach should have risen very high. A year later becoming Sea Emperor after winning against the Marco pirates. Then until now, the bounty at 2,200,000 belly. and for people who have recorded a bounty for 2 years, it is a great achievement. Each photo on the wanted poster is different from the photo on the poster where Sama, maybe it's been updated. Shanks. Her bounty is 4 million belly. He became YONKOU, 6 years ago. Maybe it was Shanks who used to be the crew of Roger. In addition, he also rarely performs actions such as teaching for 39-year-old men. 4 million belly is a great achievement, and maybe, if Shank is the same age as a Big Mom bounty, he can match Whitebeard. Besides that, the strongest Shank crew like Beckman, Rue, and Yasuka have big bounties. Maybe they have bounties above 1 million belly. Big Mom. Her bounty is 4,300,000 belly. It's only natural, he's been a pirate for almost 60 years. Maybe his bounty became high after Rock Pirates broke up, then became captain in YONKOU, until finally having the 4th largest bounty. Great achievement for the strongest woman in the world. Kaido bounty, he has 4,600,000 belly. Even though he was a trainee G-pirate. After Rock broke up, maybe Kaido didn't have a big bounty. Then after forming the group, Kaido is now the owner of the largest active bounty. While Whitebeard, and Roger, they both were the main pillars in the era before the biggest pirate era began. Of course their bounty went up high in that era. Roger was the leader of that era, while Whitebeard was the leader in the era after Roger died. So it's natural that their bounties are only a little bit of a fight. You need to know about bounties. The magnitude of the bounty is the magnitude of their threat in the eyes of the world government. The threat includes their strength, their fame, and whatever actions they have taken to the detriment of the world government. Even so, the bounty is also considered a reputation. The size of the bounty will be as great as their reputation in the eyes of the world. Six. Navy, and Wano country. What is the relationship between Oden and Wano? Yes, obviously, Eden comes from Wano. Then what is strange about the Sengoku utterance at the end of the chapter? After I thought, I understood the meaning of my Sengoku words. The intention of the 79-year-old grandfather, he thinks Oden has something to do with this. Even though they didn't know directly about the Kozuki followers who were going to attack Kaido. Sengoku is sure that all the events in Wano will be very big. And all this is like not an accident. We don't know whether the Navy knows that the Oden died 20 years ago. But because they have Drakes there, they should know about the death Oden. Even though the Drake has only been a year in Wano country. Maybe later Drake will tell about the Oden followers who attacked Kaido to the Navy. I don't know if I will change my mind either, and send troops to Wano after knowing that. I hope they will change their mind. At least one ship to infiltrate the country of Wano, and give hope to the citizens there if the outside world still cares about them. Eden turned out to be the former commander of the Whitebeard division in the past. Is it possible that Oden is the 2nd division before Ace? Then maybe he found in Whitebeard pirates with Whitebeard, and Marco used to be? Seven. Rock D. Xebec. Finally his name was mentioned. Rock D. Xebec is a name that sounds evil, and is cool. Rock is the 10th D introduced in the story. He is an ambitious person who becomes the ruler of the world. That's why he is related to Taboo for the world government. Like Poneglyph, Laugh Tale, and One Piece. Because you want to be a ruler. Rock must be after that with his group, and a huge success. Until after he was defeated, the name Rock tried to be erased by the government. I am one of the many fans of One Piece, who theorize that he was still alive. If he is still alive, he will continue his ambition to rule the world, but if he really dies, maybe Oda-sensei will make a flashback about how Rock will turn out, and how they fight against Roger, and Garp. I hope he is still alive, because I'm sure he's the one Shank talked about with Garase. All about Rock more interesting when it is known that he is Rock D. Xebec, the name of the Kurohige ship, which is Saber of Xebec. Then does Rock have a relationship with Kurohige? Or Kurohige only admire his big name? If true, then Kurohige uses his mother's first name. The case is similar to Ace's son Dr. Roger. Then what is the effect if Kurohige is a child of Rock? The effect is large, because the impression of the main antagonist of Kurohige will be stronger. If one day he fights with Luffy later, then that battle will be recorded in history, as a battle of the legendary pirates who once ruled the ocean. This chapter has so much great information. This big information leads to a bigger world building. In this chapter, Arc Part 3 has not yet begun. Most likely in the next chapter is the start of Wano Arc Part 3. Then what will be the beginning of the third arc? Will we see Orochi facing the Momonosuke group? Or later we will immediately be given a story about Oden Kozuki?